Buenos días. Welcome back to Spanish class. Now, first thing, a couple of directions. On my website, you're able to print out our activity sheet for the next couple of weeks as we study the different countries that speak Spanish. The first thing you see is bandera. Bandera means flag. And in that little section of the paper, you will draw the flag of the country. Right next to that, it says nombre del país, which means the name of the country. You simply just write the name of the country. Then on the bottom part here, it says mapa, which is where you draw the map of the country we're speaking about. And then lastly, country facts. And that's where you draw a picture or write a word to remind you of the fact that you most enjoy during our lesson. Now, we're going to do as many countries as we can. If you don't remember, we have 21 countries that speak Spanish. So we're actually taking this wonderful trip. Now, I also uploaded mi pasaporte. Mi pasaporte is my passport. So you're able to print it out so that we can go on this adventure together. Now, don't worry if you can't print it out. What you need to do is just draw a picture. So mi pasaporte is the first page of your passport. As I open my pasaporte, I drew a picture of myself. I know, I did a really good job. You have to write your name and your age. And by the way, I am 105. Then I had to put my fingerprint. But since I couldn't find anything to make a fingerprint, I just drew my hand. You can do that too. As I open my passport, I also have registro, which is where you list the countries we're visiting and the dates you went to it. Now remember, we're imagining we're going to the country, but you still need to write the date we've gone there. The next page is where you put your seals, your sellos of the country. España will be our first country, and España means Spain. When you print out the sheet for this pasaporte, you will get stamps to put into your pasaporte. Well, what if I can't print it? Well, that's okay. You can just draw a picture of whatever you like best in that country. Now that we have the tools we need for our adventure, are we ready? All right, let's get ready to go. So now, let's go to España. Now here you see the flag or la bandera de España. It's got a hard national anthem to sing. Why? Well, because there aren't any words to it. So there are no lyrics to the national anthem of Spain. The flag is rojo, amarillo, and then rojo. So you make sure that you draw that on your bandera part of your worksheet. The second fact is unfinished business. The Sagrada Familia is a church in Barcelona with a unique architecture. But did you know it has been under construction for 130 years? That's a really long time. And it won't be finished until 2026 or later. Wow, that is really a long time to build a church. The number 3 fact is an ancient beacon. The Tower of Hercules is the oldest lighthouse in the world. It was built sometime in the 2nd century, and it has been in constant use ever since. Isn't it beautiful? The number 4 is travel abroad. Crossing borders can be boring and uneventful, going from one country to another. But that's not the case in Salunca de Guaco. You literally can cross the border to Portugal on a 720-meter long zip line. I don't like zip lines very much, but maybe you would. Number 5 is the War of the Tomatoes. La Tomatina. It's a very juicy festival in Barcelona, Spain. And so what people do is the last Wednesday of August, people gather in the streets and throw tomatoes at each other. On purpose, can you believe that? The festival began extremely popular. Number 6, an terrorismo. Spain is regarded as a wealthy nation and bastion of Western democracy and freedom. However, Spain wasn't a democracy until 1975. Between 1938 and 1975, the country was under an ultra-nationalist Claudio the Chief. ¿Hablas español, a popular language? Yes. Spain is today one of the world's largest widespread languages. It is number 2 in the world. Over 400 million people in the world are Spanish native speakers. And 100 million more can speak it fluently on all continents. So that makes for a lot of people who speak Spanish, just like you're trying to do. So we now have some information about Spain, or how do we say that? España. Okay, so you're probably saying, I don't have any facts to write. So here's a very interesting fact about the running of the bulls in Spain.
This week, Barcelona is celebrating San Fermín Festival. That is
una fiesta muy famosa que se reconoce por todo el mundo. Es una fiesta muy bonita y hay que disfrutarla al máximo.
San Fermín is especially famous because of bulls that are running through the streets every year.
El encierro es muy bonito, corre mucha gente porque le gusta correr y ver los toros. Y después del encierro, pues los torean y los matan para conseguir carne.
8 mornings at 8 o'clock precise, the fighting bulls are released in the streets. Hundreds of people from all over the world, mainly young men, are running with them.
Yeah, man, please, I don't want to die.
This is just such a great historical event. Really looking forward to it. Excited. Nervous? A wee bit. Honestly, yeah. Iedereen is eigenlijk, ja, je bent gek, het is heel gevaarlijk. Maar ja, wij zijn denk ik 2 avonturiers, dus kom maar op.
Everyone over 18 can run with the bulls. Secretly, many youngsters join them as well. Every year, hundreds of people get injured. Every year, there's also a lot of protest against the bull run. Many people think it's animal abuse, especially because the bulls are killed in a bullfight after the run. Children in San Fermín are being raised with the bull runs. They're learning about it at school and they even have their own bull run. With bulls on wheels that spray water.
Hello YouTubers, my name is Natasha Gisela and I'm from the beautiful island of Puerto Rico. Located in the Caribbean, Puerto Rico is surrounded by the beautiful blue waters of the Caribbean Sea and the Atlantic Ocean. Discovered by Christopher Columbus in 1493, he named the island San Juan Bautista, which was later changed to Puerto Rico, meaning reach port, although the capital is now called San Juan. In addition, the island has also been called Borinquen and La Isla de Encantado, meaning the island of enchantment. Although Puerto Rico is a U.S. Commonwealth, not a state, the island's history still has deep ties with American history. Puerto Rico remained an overseas province of Spain until the Spanish-American War. Under the Treaty of Paris of 1898, Spain ceded Puerto Rico along with Cuba, the Philippines, and Guam to the United States. It was in 1917, under President Wilson's leadership, Puerto Rico received U.S. citizenship. In 1952, the island officially became a U.S. Commonwealth. Over the years, many famous Puerto Ricans have influenced American culture, many including Jennifer Lopez, actress Rita Moreno, and Mark Anthony. Sonia Sotomayor made Puerto Rico proud in 2009 when she became the first Latina Supreme Court Justice in U.S. history, Not bad for such a small island. Along with the many famous faces, Puerto Rico is known for the natural wonders it has to offer. The coastline consists of beautiful beaches, the skyline is filled with mountains, dense rainforests to explore, and amazing historic monuments to be discovered. Places not to be missed are Yunque, which is a national park inside the rainforest, and located near my hometown of Moca is the city of Aguadilla, which is known for having the best beaches in the world. Also, when you're visiting, you must not miss the 400-year-old El Morro, which is located in San Juan. When you visit Puerto Rico, you'll experience the amazing, rich culture and the wonderful array of food, music, and family customs. For example, the popular dance style, salsa, originated from Puerto Rico. Even the food has its own identity, which has been heavily influenced by the many cultures that have inhabited the island, including the French, the British, the Dutch, and of course, the Spaniards. One thing you must not miss is the national dish arroz con habichuelas, which is simply rice and pigeon peas, that is guaranteed to be enjoyed at the majority of your meals. After you finish your dinner, go grab a towel and head to the beach to watch the sunset. You will hear the sound of the national animal of Puerto Rico, el coqui, a tiny 1-inch frog that sings throughout the night. While hearing the marvelous tunes of a little frog, you will also smell the wonderful array of hibiscus, which is the island's national flower. When visiting Puerto Rico, don't forget to catch a boxing match or a local baseball game, which is our top 2 sports on the island. It's impossible to name one thing that I love most about Puerto Rico. From the beaches, the sunsets, the food, the natural beauty, and the salsa dancing, it's hard to choose just one. So here are my top 5 reasons to visit my beloved island. Number 1, the beaches. Make sure to check out the beaches in Aguadilla. Number 2, the food and the culture. Number 3, the people. Hospitality is a way of life here. Number 4, the nightlife. Number 5, the natural beauty. You're not dreaming when you come to Puerto Rico, so come on down to our beautiful waters. We'll be expecting you.
Hi. Just want to remind you to make sure you get your sellos from each of the countries we went to: Cuba, Dominican Republic, and Puerto Rico. Also, remember, all the sellos come in the printable items that I put on my website. Don't worry, if you can't print them, that's okay. You can just draw them. Now we're going to explore the dance of each country and some food of each country. Don't get too hungry, okay?
Dominican has been the official music and dance of the Dominican Republic since the 1930s. The dance is very popular in Puerto Rico as well. There is much folklore surrounding its origin. One theory is that it mimics the steps of the slaves who were chained by their ankles. Another story is that it mimics the dance movement of a pirate that had a wooden leg. No matter where it came from, authentic merengue is one of the simplest and liveliest dances to learn because the beat is clear and the rhythm constant.
All right, this is the dance of the Dominican Republic now. And now, the dance of Cuba. Now, the dance of Spain.
What school is this? Oh, what are we going to learn today?
We're going to learn to dance flamenco.
Oh, boy, we're going to dance flamenco. Francesca,
Yes, Murray?
what is flamenco dance?
Flamenco dance is a style of dance from the southern part of Spain.
What are some of the moves you do when you do flamenco?
We do some hand clapping called palmas.
Any other things you do with your hands?
So we can make sounds, or we can make gestures where we
Make
rotate our wrists. It's called floreo. It's similar to the sound flor.
Lord, which is flower.
Exactly.
I love that. Well, what's something else you do with your body?
We use our feet, we use the whole foot, and we strike the floor with the whole foot. And we call that a golpe. Yeah, golpe.
Whoa! When you're doing a flamenco dance, you have to move your hands and your feet at the same time.
Yes,
Oh boy, I don't think I can do that.
I think you can. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to do our floreos with our arm positions and moving our feet. Oh,
Hojita, how are you getting your hands to work together like that? Can't get my feet and my hands to work together. I've been practicing using my hands and my feet together, but I think I'm ready to do the flamenco. You turn's coming on. Talk myself through it. Step, clap, 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 step, clap, 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 step, clap, step, clap, step back. I did it! I got my hands and my feet to work together. I love doing flamenco, and I love going to school.
Well, what did you think of our trip? We went to España, which is Spain, Cuba, Dominican Republic, and Puerto Rico. So now you have a lot of work to do, just catching up on all the fun things we did. So please go ahead and do that work, and we will talk together in a couple of days, and you can show me the work you did. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Adios.